So on August 21st, 1996, Moline police responded to the residence of Dennis Appleby, who wanted to report his daughter missing. It was about 5 or 6 in the evening when he made the initial report. Um, and he reported that he had come home from work and that his 11-year-old daughter, Trudy Appleby, was not there. She should have been there. He had already checked with known friends, family members to see if she was anywhere else, and he could not locate her, at which point he called us, and at that time a criminal investigation began into the disappearance of Trudy.
We have new details today in the case of Trudy Appleby, the 11-year-old Moline girl who went missing in 1996. Police are revealing the name of a man they believe is the prime suspect in this 21-year-old mystery.
This is our very first look at the man identified as Ed Smith of East Moline, who actually died 3 years ago, a man police now say was the last person to see the little girl alive.
Trudy was 11 years old when she went missing and was a week later going to be 12. Her birthday was just around the corner.
For the most part, my memories of Trudy are of the little 11-year-old girl that you see in the pictures, or younger.
Thanksgiving was always like one of her favorites because it was like a double Christmas for her, because her grandparents used to always go to California for Christmas, but at Thanksgiving they'd have Christmas and Turkey Day all at the same time. That was one of her favorites because she felt like she was getting double everything, you know.
When she was a baby, she learned how to walk, and she loved to go outside.
Everything was the same as I left it. I tried to find out. I went around, tried to check with her friends. Nobody had seen her since that morning. And the only thing I could think of was she went out to the campground with her grandparents and her mom.
I think she was contacted on the phone by a friend of hers, asked to come over and to go swimming. And I think Trudy thought she was going to be able to go swimming and get back before her father got home from work. So I think she got into a car with a person that she knew, she felt comfortable with. I don't think she was per se abducted violently. She went on to Kimball's Island. Her intentions were to go swimming with a friend of hers, but unfortunately she was met with another fate.
We know pretty much what went on. What we don't know is where she's at.
I think she indicated she was going to say something to her father or the authorities, and these people are going to have to face the repercussions of it. And they silenced her. They silenced her by killing her and disposing of her body and burying her in a place that we haven't found yet.
I remember, you know, not long after she was missing, maybe the first Christmas went by. Should I go shopping for her? She may come. You know, should I get her a gift? I don't want her to come home and not have a Christmas gift underneath the tree.
They say time changes everything. Time don't change shit.
If somebody doesn't turn in the right lead about the man that's still alive, that knows what happened, you know, if they don't get that right lead, maybe we'll get lucky and somebody will stumble upon something.
People start to atone for their sins of the past, and part of atonement is getting it off your chest, divulging the secrets that you harbor.
I know what I seen. I told what I seen, and everybody just thinks I know more, and I don't.
I've offered them an out. Get it off your chest. Come talk to me. Put this to bed. Not only will it help the Appleby family, but it's going to help them tremendously. They refuse to do so, so they have to live with the consequences.
We missed her out to honor her graduation from school, and and going to college and getting married and maybe having grandchildren. And it upsets me because she missed out on a lot of stuff.
I just pray any day that these people will come forward with what happened that day and give us the information that the detectives want and to close the case.
They could put it all on Ed Smith, who's dead. They could put it all on him, and it would be done. I would leave them alone, but they refuse to do that. And I've talked to them about it. It's like, put it all on him. We can't hold him criminally responsible. We can't dig him up and bring him to court. He can just rot in hell where he's at.
I don't care anymore what happens to the people that took Trudy away from us. They, as a family, their family is, I'll put it this way, their family has problems. They're a broken, dysfunctional family, and they have their own problems. And what they did to my family, they broke my family. But I'm not gonna hold out that I want something, I want revenge or vengeance. All I want is Trudy.
She didn't run away. She didn't take her brand new school clothes. She didn't take her money. She didn't take any of that shit. You were running away. Wouldn't you take that?
In 2017, they had some cadaver dogs that led them to an empty lot. The police department used heavy equipment and dug up the empty lot. They didn't find anything.
Well, we are actively pursuing leads, actively pursuing suspects. I think now, more than ever, the people that are alive and that are responsible and that harbor the secrets regarding Trudy, we're hotter on their trail now than we ever have been, and they know it. It's causing them to slip up in other things in their life. A lot of them are getting charged with other offenses because they're slipping up, they're nervous. It's terrorizing their life, and I plan on continuing to do that until I uncover the truth on Trudy Appleby. The FBI, Quad Cities FBI Springfield was up last week working on a part of this case, and I think we're progressing in a good direction. I know the paths that they take every day, and I know where they drive at. So I found 2 billboards that were open in those areas, and I put Trudy's picture on there. And if you notice those, it didn't say her name. It was a picture of her, and it just said, you know something, it's time to say something. The people that drive past that billboard that have no idea who Trudy Appleby is, they don't pay any attention to it. But the people that know what happened, the people that were involved in her death, the people that were involved in her cover-up, have to drive past that and see her big blue eyes plastered on a 20-foot tall billboard. It has an effect on them, and it did have an effect on them.
And that one poster that I kept seeing, big billboard. You know where I am, and I kept feeling like I let her down. I should have been there for her. I should have done it. I didn't. And I never lost that feeling. That's how I feel as a dad.
This case didn't have to be 22 years old. So do what's right, come forward, tell the truth, and you'll find that it'll actually help everyone involved.
I really, well, of course, I hope we can find out some closure on this, but I'm thinking it'll never be. Otherwise, we'd have found out a long time ago.
It's a real empty feeling, not knowing where she's at. Every day, every time that we go to the cemetery to see my sister, there is an empty plot at the cemetery next to my sister, waiting for Trudy to be buried there.
We just have hope that her physical body will be returned to us. The hope of her coming home alive is a low percentage right now. And it's very, very upsetting.